Tonight, the breaking news of the night is that the Washington Post is reporting Donald Trump kept top secret information about nuclear capabilities at his winter home in Florida. And he left that material there unprotected when he left his winter home to go north in the spring. Our next guest, Devlin Barrett and Carol Leonnig, are reporting in the Washington Post tonight. A document describing a foreign government's military defenses, including its nuclear capabilities, was found by FBI agents who searched former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence and private club last month, according to people familiar with the matter, underscoring concerns among U.S. intelligence officials about classified material stashed in the Florida property. Some of the seized documents detail top secret U.S. operations so closely guarded that many senior national security officials are kept in the dark about them. Only the president, some members of his cabinet, or a near cabinet level official could authorize other government officials to know details of these special access programs, according to people familiar with the search, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe sensitive details of an ongoing investigation. Documents about such highly classified operations require special clearances on a need-to-know basis, not just top secret clearance. Some special access programs can have as few as a couple dozen government personnel authorized to know of an operation's existence. Records that deal with such programs are kept under lock and key, almost always in a secure, compartmented information facility with a designated control officer to keep careful tabs on their location. But such documents were stored at Mar-a-Lago with uncertain security more than 18 months after Trump left the White House. Joining us now is Devlin Barrett, Washington Post reporter focusing on national security and law enforcement. And still with us is National Security Attorney Bradley Moss. Devlin Barrett, thank you for joining us on your breaking news reporting tonight. Donald Trump had said on his social media site when this was first suggested, the possibility of nuclear secrets being there, he said, nuclear weapons issue is a hoax. Your reporting tonight proves that indeed there was nuclear information found in the, and just to clarify, it was found in the latest search by the FBI, not in any of the voluntary handovers of information by Trump.
That's right. This was a result of the August search. And, you know, one of the things that I think is so important about that search is many of the agents working this case, agents and prosecutors, encountered evidence that was so closely held that the investigating agents and prosecutors themselves were not authorized to read it and review it when they found it. And that speaks to the other piece of the story we talk about, which is just how closely held some of these secrets were.
The description that I just read of the way secrets like this are normally held, as you've described it, under lock and key, basically sounds like there's a person outside the door of that locked and key, that lock, that it's as heavy a kind of security on a document as exists.
Right. The whole point of these special access programs, and especially these very tightly held special access programs, is that people don't lose track of anything, ever. You know, obviously it's a system made up of humans, so mistakes can happen and even bad behavior can happen sometimes. But the whole system is designed not to have any, you know, what they call leakage, not to have any spillage. And so it is difficult for a lot of people in the intelligence community to really sort of wrap their heads around how much material we're talking about, the sensitivity levels of the material, and the state in which it was found, according to the government.
Will we know what country, will we at some point know what country's nuclear secrets Donald Trump was holding?
We're working on that. I can't tell you right now because the people we talked to did not want to tell us that.
Bradley Moss, if this goes to a courtroom, is it possible to present evidence like this without revealing what country is involved?
Yeah, so there's a provision in law known as the Classified Information Procedures Act. It was created by Congress to serve as sort of a mechanism, a set of protocols when there's a criminal proceeding that involves classified information. It was meant to avoid a defendant being able to use classified information as a form of blackmail. So there are procedures under that law that allows the government to submit what's known as an unclassified substitute to describe to the jury what the documents were. There is the possibility for classified discovery with the criminal defendant and their lawyers, although there would likely be protective orders. And there can be, although it's very rare, there can be a classified presentation to a jury. But it is unlikely that the public, unless this information leaks to someone like Devin, it's unlikely that we will ever know the name of the particular country at issue. And it's certainly unlikely the government will ever officially acknowledge that.